For once, we get to just lie here and wait till the birds start chirping so we start our day. Honey, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Huh? Is it me?
No. And it's not Julia, it's me. I feel really sort of...
Sick?
Yeah.
You feel sick?
Do you?
No, I feel great. We both had the same dinner.
Yeah.
We drank water instead of wine.
Oh, I don't even say the word, wine.
You don't have the flu? You're cold and clammy.
Am I?
Yeah. We go to the doctor. What is that supposed to... It's morning. You're sick.
Mm-hmm.
Morning sickness? Are you? Are you pregnant?
Just talk to us.
Tell us why you went to that neighborhood to buy drugs.
Please let us help.
Jamal, you stole money from your mother's purse and you bought heroin. You could have died, son. And we've got to deal with that.
It doesn't make any difference. It's over. No matter what Judge Hale decides today, I lose.
Where's my son? I'll see you in court. I said, where's my son?
Oh, whoa. This is Tom Olivia's house.
I don't give a damn whose house it is.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right, because my son ran away from here last night and he almost got killed. Now, where is he?
He's busy.
Is he upstairs?
He's busy, Al.
Really? Well, guess what? I'm not going anywhere until I see him. You understand me? Nobody is keeping me away from my kid anymore.
Whoa.
Everybody at Orsini is amazed the way you can run a business from a hospital bed. Everybody except for me.
Well, as much as I appreciate the vote of confidence, I didn't call you down here about business. Fact is, well, this is something entirely different. And before we get into it, I need to know whether or not I can trust you.
Me?
Yeah.
With your life. I am incredibly trustworthy. What do you need?
Some information. Some very unique information. Some very, very personal information. I need to make damn sure it stays that way.
Dell, what a nice surprise.
Hi, Dix.
Hey, come on in. Junior just took off for day camp, and Dad's not expecting me till later, so I'm just sitting down having some coffee. You want some? Maybe with some cream and sugar?
No coffee, thanks.
Oh, all right.
You look great.
Hey.
I like your hair.
Thank you very much. Are you hungry? Have you had breakfast? Can I have the cook fix you something?
No. We haven't seen much of each other since the storm. I've missed you.
Yeah. Well, with Tad in the hospital and everything, you know, my job, my life, my family has sort of all kind of been on hold. But he's recovering now, thank God, and so everything can kind of get back to normal. Hey, sit down. How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's something important that I need to tell you about me. I've needed to tell you this for a while, Dix, and now it's time.
All My Children, brought to you by Cascade with sheeting action, gives you virtually spotless dishes every time.
It's a baby. It's a boy. It's a girl. Or maybe twins.
Hopefully it's a baby.
What? How about a dozen? A whole family full. Remember? We made a promise at the Wetzel picnic.
Count your chickens before they hatch.
No, listen, honey.
Don't start knitting booties.
I love
already,
you. I love you. We are family. You are my life. And now you're gonna add another life to our family. Oh, honey. Oh, baby that looks like you and calls me daddy. A kid is always what I wanted more than anything. And now, it's happening.
Maybe.
Yes, what do you mean? What do you mean? Well, something's happening. All right, well, listen, just don't worry. Morning sickness, I hear, only lasts for about 3 months. Okay?
All right.
All right, so you get all better and have this one so we can start on another one.
What? Hello. One at a time. Are you kidding?
I'm greedy. I want it all. I want kids. I want kids, and you and me. And the happy family I never had. Oh, Maria. Baby, having a baby with you is the nicest thing I can think of.
I'm very flattered that you would trust me with the personal matter. But don't worry. I would never tell anyone.
Good. Because this is going to require some major discretion.
Well, I'm your man. Woman, I'm your person. I'll get the job done.
Jane, just don't say a word to anyone, okay?
I never discuss work with anyone. I mean, Orsini's profit margins are strictly your business, not mine.
That's good. Spoken like a loyal employee.
Believe me, I am. Especially to a boss like you. I mean, you gave me a chance when no one else would. You hired a woman with unproven credentials, and you believed in me. And you're the last person I want to let down. I'd rather walk over burning coals or through shards of glass.
No. Look, that's not going to be necessary. However, you may want to take that back when you find out what it is that I want. I mean, like I said, this has nothing to do with Orsini. As a matter of fact, it's about as far away from that as you could possibly get.
Well, I love a challenge. Shoot.
Oh, boy. How much do you know about the black market?
Just that it's where people buy and sell things they shouldn't even have, like guns and drugs and illegal property. This isn't anything to do with drugs, is it?
No. Lord, no, nothing like that. Exactly. No, the merchandise I want you to research for me involves human body parts.
Excuse me?
Oh, this is ridiculous. Look, this is the scenario, okay? There's this person who's very, very sick. I mean, like, they're gonna die soon unless they get this organ transplant. However, because there aren't enough organ donors to go around, a lot of people do die before they actually get the operation. Now, following the law of supply and demand, you get the black market involved, and that's what I'm asking you for. I need to know how much and how soon I can get one.
You need a transplant?
Yeah. No, not me. I'm
Dixie.
not. No, Dixie is fine.
Dixie
is in perfect health. Don't worry about it.
Your parents.
My parents. Jane, everybody in my family is fine.
Okay. You're just curious?
Yeah, let's just leave it at that. I'm curious.
You're curious. You want information about human body parts on the black market.
Bingo.
You want to know about, well, you got your lungs, your kidneys, your liver, your cornea. What'll it be?
One kidney, please. One healthy kidney.
I've been thinking about us a lot. How we started to get to know each other, and I blew it by not telling you who I was when I first came to town.
I don't want you to worry about that, okay? It's in the past.
That's what I love about you, Dix. When you forgive somebody, it's over. Of course, I knew you were special the first time I saw you, and not just because you're my sister.
Well, you're not so bad yourself, you know. You saved Tad's life.
Now, that was nothing. Anybody would have done that.
Well, you were the only person who could in the situation, and you did. And we'll never forget it, okay?
Look, Tad was in trouble. I was there. I helped because it was the right thing to do, for no other reason.
Oh, my goodness, you don't think that...
I just want you to know that I wasn't using Tad's trouble to make points with you or anything. I really respect what you and Tad have together.
Hold on a minute here. Is that what you're worried about? That you think that I was... You think that I thought you were grandstanding or something? I mean, come on. You could have come in there and saved Tad in a cape and tights, and I would still want to pin a medal on you.
Dixie, I'm a regular guy. And I just don't want you to think I did that for all the wrong reasons.
Look, I don't worry about it, all right? I really just accept you for who you are. You know, I sort of try to do unto others as they would, I'd have them do unto me, you know?
I wish everyone in Pine Valley felt the way you do. I haven't scored many points with anyone else here.
It's hard, I know. It took me a long time to learn, but when you keep secrets, they usually blow up in your face. That's been my personal experience anyway. Well, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, that thing with you and Maria, that cost you quite a bit.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of keeping my mouth shut when I should open it, and vice versa.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's a family trait. Well, I fight it all the time. And sometimes I win, and sometimes I lose.
I tore my ticket with the Homeric family.
Well, you just watch. I'm sure in time, they'll all smile and they'll be saying hello to you.
You really believe that's possible?
I believe that time can work wonders.
Time. Time is one thing that I don't have a lot of.
Why? Del, what is it? What is bothering you? I'm not sure I've ever seen you this serious.
It is serious.
Well, what is it? What's wrong?
Good morning. Oh, well, isn't this my lucky day, too, of my favorite people in the same room? Well, brace yourselves for some good news. Mrs. Palmer Cortland requests the pleasure of your company at a family dinner tonight in honor of her love bug, Mr. Palmer Cortland.
Uncle Palmer's coming home.
Yeah, well, the new chicken shack in Baltimore is finally launched.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. And so we're airing out the dining room. The crystal is sparkling. The kitchen smells like beef Wellington. Oh, is this fresh coffee?
Uh-huh, yeah. Beef Wellington, that's not on Uncle Palmer's diet, is it?
Well, no, but it is his favorite, and, I'm trying to butter him up a little bit. We had kind of some tension, before he left, and, I figure that the fastest way to a man's heart is through his stomach, and, seems like a party is the perfect way to smooth all the ruffled feathers.
You want me at this party?
Oh, you bet I do. I mean, you're Dixie's brother, right? Well, half, and so that makes you part of the family.
Not according to Mr. Cortland.
Oh, now, I know that he can be kind of a grouch. I mean, nobody knows that better than I do, but, I'll tell you a little secret. When he's been away from me for, more than 3 or 4 days, well, something kind of miraculous happens. And all those nasty, mean edges of his, they kind of smooth over, and he gets sweeter and sweeter. And before you know it, he comes home a new man. He isn't going to give you any trouble. Why are you making that face?
What face?
You know what face.
Opal. You may be the only person on this earth that can make Uncle Palmer behave, but even you can't work a miracle.
She doesn't have as much faith in him as I do. Now, mark my words, he is going to come around. And even if he doesn't, he'll just have to adjust, because Opal's casa es su casa anytime.
Thanks, I appreciate it, but I...
No, now, don't you try to weasel your way out of this invitation. I'm not taking no for an answer.
She means it.
Yeah? And this is going to be one heck of a party, too. Oh, I got a new outfit for Petey. You ought to see how cute he looks. When I told him that his daddy was coming home, well, he just got so charged up, he was tearing around the house like a little bat out of Hades. I swear, sometimes he just wears me out, but I love every precious minute of it.
Well, I can't wait to have your problem, and it won't be long now.
That's right.
I thought you were gonna wait to have another baby.
Oh, well, that decision's been redecided. As soon as Tad gets home from the hospital, we're going to start right away to get me pregnant.
Just leave Jamal alone.
Why, Jack? Why should I leave him alone? Because Tom and Livia are taking care of him? Is that what you're saying? Like they were taking care of him last night? When he almost killed himself in a shooting gallery?
They accepted their responsibility in that. They admitted to that last night.
And they certainly don't need your 2 cents this week.
I don't care what they need, Jack. You hear me? I don't care what they need. I care what Jamal needs. Namely, to get on with his life, with his father.
Well, the judge will decide that today. Whether he goes home with Tom or Livia or he goes home with you. That kid's got a rough road ahead of him.
Which you don't even think about, much less prepare for. All you want to do is win, win, win.
You listen to me very carefully. There is something far more important at stake here than where you're going to live after today.
Tom's right.
You ran away from home, and you stole some money, and you almost took drugs. For what? To end the pain? To stop all the hurt inside? To stop living? Look at me. That is not an option, Jamal. In no way is self-destruction a solution to any of your problems, ever. And running away from your problems is just about as bad. Now, we're fighting for you, and right now, let me tell you, our backs are against the wall, but we're gonna go the whole way, no matter what it takes. Because there's nothing in this world that Livia and I want more than to be your parents. But part of that is making sure that you don't hurt yourself.
And we will do whatever has to be done.
You think nobody knows how you feel? You're wrong. The desire to self-destruct is no stranger to me, son. I've been there. I turned to drugs.
Booze. You said booze.
What do you think alcohol is? It's a drug. And I abused it for years. I got drunk to kill the pain. But I was lucky, Jamal, because I hit bottom, and when I crawled out of that hole, AA was there to help me. They're still helping me even today.
Everybody needs some help sometimes.
You know, after you left us, there have been a lot of times lying in bed next to Livia. I think about all the plans we made, and I think about the kind of father I wanted to be to my son. And then I think about losing you. And I think about the bottle. And how numb it makes me every time I take a swallow, and I want to drink so bad. And then I have to get up and I have to get dressed and I go outside and I just want to pour it down my throat. I want to get numb, I want to pass out, I want to die. It really doesn't matter. And I want you to think about that. Just imagine if I drank myself to death. Now, it may be a slower way to commit suicide than putting a needle in your arm, but it's the same damn thing. But I don't go to bars, Jamal. I go to AA, where I find the strength to make the right choices. I get support for that. I trust in my higher power. And just for today, I don't drink. And sober, I can accept that the pain is part of life. It doesn't go away. It's part of it, Jamal. And as a father who is committed to seeing you grow up and have a full life, Livia and I demand that you begin to develop an appreciation for the life that you've been given. You have to appreciate living, even when life doesn't go your way.
Tom and I are both scared to death that we're going to lose you in court today. But after last night, we're just scared we're going to lose you, period.
We love you, Jamal. No matter what and no matter how far, we love you.
We can't help.
We can provide you with what you need, but we need something from you. We need a commitment, not for us, but for you, to honor the life that you've been given. Will you do that? Will you make that commitment, Jamal? Oh, buddy, I love you so much.
Why, that rat, Dell, he just slunk into town on false pretenses. He didn't even tell Dixie that he was her brother until he found out they had the same blood type, probably. You know, I had a feeling about him. I knew there was something fishy. I warned you about him. I had his number.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you offered to go undercover. That's why I called.
Lion Tim has never deceived me. When do I get started?
I'm sorry. You don't even seem the slightest bit phased. I just asked you for a second-hand kidney. Don't you think this is a little bizarre?
Well, the bizarre, the better. I mean, as fascinating as crunching numbers is, well, sometimes it could be a little boring. So I'm very excited about this new assignment. It'll give me a chance to be creative, resourceful. I can't wait to get started.
Well, just who do you intend to call?
Well, I've got friends in low places. People that could probably get a hold of almost anything.
Including a used kidney? How did you get acquainted with these people?
Well, you said you want information, right?
Yeah.
I'll get you information. But you have to think of me as a reporter who does not reveal her sources.
Yeah, well, just remember, Jane, we got to somehow be involved with a first-rate lab. We got to make sure that the kidney, when we get one, is a perfect match.
I'll report back to you as soon as I can.
I'll make it fast. The sooner we get a healthy kidney with Dell's name on it, the sooner it's on its way to Pine Valley and its new home.
Well, you know, that's the thing about life or death situations. They really make you re-examine your priorities, and having a baby is a really beautiful priority.
Oh, it is, honey bunch. And just as soon as you want me to begin my grandmama's duties, you just holler, okay?
Where are you going?
Well, I got to get off to the grocery store and pick up some mandarin oranges. I'm going to try trifle for dessert.
Trifle? Now, that's definitely not on Uncle Palmer's diet.
Well, it is if you use non-fat whipped cream, that chill whip, you know. It is.
Okay.
I'll see you later. You, 6 o'clock sharp. Do not be late.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Opal. Oh, what a whirlwind. She gets me going. I forget what I'm saying. Hey, we were talking about something important. You were saying something about not having much time?
Yeah, I was working my way up to telling you that. I think it's time for me to be moving on.
What? Are you thinking about leaving Pine Valley? Why?
Things just haven't worked out for the best, Dix.
Now, just wait a minute here. I mean, things will change. You have to be patient. The right job will come along, you know.
It's not the job.
Well, what else? Is it me?
No.
Have I not made you feel welcome?
No.
You're my brother. I don't want you to go.
Thank you for saying that.
Well, I think maybe you're just down in the dumps.
I just need to think about everything that you said. Everything. And I will. I promise.
What happened with Alec? At the house. He went tearing upstairs. He had to talk to Jamal. He came down like a house of fire.
Oh, Alec was in our house?
Yeah, I didn't want to talk about it in front of Jamal, but yeah, he was there this morning. When Jack and I were downstairs, he insisted on talking to Jamal. This is news to you?
Well, if he was there, he stayed in the hall.
You didn't see him.
I see him now. Hey. I'm sorry about last night. You feeling okay? Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can't make it up to you.
All rise. The Court of Pine Valley is now in session. Judge Patricia Hale presiding. Take your seats.
Good morning, Mr. Logan. Miss Cudahy, Mr. Dillon. You're here with your clients. I'm ready to render my decision, beginning with the dissolution case of Mr. Jamal Wilson versus Alec McIntyre.
Your Honor, before you give your decision, may I speak for a moment? I have something important to say.
Your Honor, I
Sorry,
request a private
it's okay.
conference.
It's okay. It's okay. I know what I'm doing. May I speak?
Please make it brief.
Your Honor, I love my son. And I would like nothing more than to be a father to him. I thought that that was a right that I could fight for. I don't want to fight anymore. So I would like today, before this goes any further, to relinquish my parental rights officially and permanently so that they may be turned over to the parents that Jamal wants to be his parents. Tom and Livia Cudahy.
When you gave impassioned testimony in this courtroom about learning to love Jamal, this child that you just recently learned was your son, and how you wanted to have an active role in his future upbringing. And now you say that you're ready to relinquish these rights. Why?
I still love him. That hasn't changed, and that won't change. I love him as much as I ever did. Probably more. I loved his mother. But as my father, who testified earlier, is very fond of saying, son, love don't pay the rent. You know? Love is only one issue at stake here. There are so many others that affect Jamal. And they're issues that Tom and Livia are just much better equipped to help him with than I am. Tom is a great dad. And Livia, you know, any kid would be happy to have Livia as their mom. So I would like them to continue to be his parents, as they wish to. And more importantly, as Jamal wishes them to. I think, you know, I love him. And I think if I do love him, then I have to let him go. Now, without any strings. I think that's the best thing that I can do for him.
I promise I won't let you down.
Oops. Hi, Jane. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I'm not interrupting the business conference. I can leave.
No, not at all. No, as a matter of fact, we were just finishing things up.
Oh, I'll make those calls and get back to you ASAP.
Or sooner.
Bye, Dixie.
Bye, Jane. Oh. Not again.
Come here. Yeah. I want to show you my scar.
You are asking for trouble here.
Yep, you're absolutely right. I am asking for it. But as you well know, I can handle it.
You know, I hope they sign your release papers soon, because I think you're becoming a danger to yourself and others.
Yeah, well, don't think I'm not working on it. In the meantime, I must say you are wearing a very beautiful smile today.
Well, thank you.
Why?
Uncle Palmer's coming home.
Oh, joy.
I knew you'd be glad to hear that. Opal's going to throw a big party for him, and Del stopped by, which is kind of nice.
Del stopped by?
Mm-hmm.
He stopped by the house?
Yeah.
What did he want?
Me, a father? I mean, I never thought. Well, I mean, I thought, of course, you know, but I didn't.
Oh, you're excited. That's good. A child. This is exactly what this house needs. A child.
I'm a parent. Maybe. I mean, I never thought about it. I mean, I thought I was prepared, but I'm blown away. This is... Of course, you're never really prepared to find out that you're a parent, you know. I mean, it's a shock, I'm sure. Oh, Corvina, I'm sorry. I'm just a stupid, insensitive clod with you and Anton.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Ed. I agree. To be a parent is a shock. I remember when my Anton was born. But I was very fortunate. Anton never knew I was his mother, but I watched him grow all the time. And being able to watch him and to love him, was all that mattered, and still is. This is why I'm so happy to be here.
Being a parent is it, huh? It's like, it's life's definitive experience. It's the reproduction of the species. The physical and the spiritual metamorphosis. I mean, it's like the ultimate power of the creative forces of the universe. Am I right?
Yes, you are right. Nothing causes greater pain and joy.
Karina, could you be honest with me, please? Can you see me as a father?
All it takes to be a good father is to be a good man. You're gonna make a wonderful father.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Come in. What do you want?
I had to see you.
Del, I am very busy, and I really don't have time to chit-chat with you.
Well, do you have time for a thank you, Maria? I owe you that from the other day at Wildland.
Look, you don't owe me anything, okay? So just forget it. You may owe Dimitri, but that's really none of my business.
Look, I guess what I'm trying to say is that when it hit the fan, I just hope none of it bounced back on you. That's all.
Del, my marriage to Edmund is stronger than it's ever been, so please don't flatter yourself by thinking you can do anything to change that, okay?
I hope you know that it was the book or my life, Maria.
I know. I understand that. I am sorry that you are sick, okay? But I stand with the rest of my family. You could have found an honest way to pay your medical bills. Come on, you bilked Dimitri out of $250,000. So now you can afford your transplant. What's stopping you? I mean, why don't you just tell Dixie what you really want from her? Why you really came to Pine Valley? When are you just going to tell her that you want to use her as an organ donor?
I just don't understand what's going on between you two. I mean, he saved your life, and now at the mere mention of his name, you throw this fit.
Not a fit, okay? It's just a little pent-up frustration, that's all. Look, I know I'm out of line, and I humbly ask for your forgiveness, all right?
Look, just a little while ago, you said that you were willing to give him a chance. I mean, that's what it seemed like after you guys had that fight or your collapse or whatever on the sun porch, and I just don't understand why you're so against him.
I'm not against him. I'm grateful to him. I said as much, didn't I?
Well, yeah, but it's odd. You're odd. Your reactions to him are funny, and he's funny, and he's moody. You're edgy. What's
moody?
going
What do you
on?
mean? What has Del got to be moody about?
I have no idea. He said he's thinking about leaving town.
Wait a minute, leaving? You mean like now? Like soon?
Yeah. Well, I think I talked him into reconsidering it. He's my brother!
Half-brother, but who's keeping score?
The point is that I feel like I'm beginning to feel like his sister.
Dixie, why on earth would you do something like that?
Tad, what is it? You really hate him, don't you?
Your Honor, last night, Tom Cudahy said that he would give up Jamal to avoid hurting. And when he said it, I thought, yeah, sure, Tom. Because I knew that I wouldn't do that. See, I'm not a man that gives up easily. I win. That's what I do. And this morning, I was still intent on having my way. I was still intent on winning. I thought, who are these people? Who are these people? They think that they're going to beat me. So I charged on over to the Cudahys, and I ran up the stairs to Jamal's room. And when I got there, I heard voices, so I stopped. Because Tom and Livia were in with Jamal, and I thought, I got him. I finally got him. I'm going to be here when they start saying all this stuff behind my back. And what I heard instead were two parents talking to their child. Talking, you know, the way parents are supposed to talk. With care and with understanding and with a lot of love. I heard Tom telling him things that he really needed to know. And I could hear, just listening to Livia's voice, how much she loved him. And I realized something very important. I realized that, you know, I'm good at winning. I'm very good at winning. I know a lot about that. But I don't know anything about being a parent. So I'd like Jamal to win this one.
Mr. McIntyre, that's a very generous offer. But you must realize that if you go through with this, you will be out of your son's life for good.
Tom and Livia have told me that they won't cut me out entirely, and I believe them.
Your Honor, may I remind my client that if he relinquishes his parental rights, he retains no jurisdiction whatsoever over the future of this child.
Hey, you know, the only future that I have with Jamal is maybe, you know, one of these days, if I play my cards right, maybe we'll be friends. Stranger things have happened. In the meantime, he gets a family, you know? He gets a family. He gets the family that he's wanted and he's needed since his mother died. He will have a mother and a father and a brother and aunts and uncles. And all of the things that he's had to do without, you know, for a long time. So I would ask that you please grant his petition that my parental rights be permanently and irrevocably severed.
Mr. McIntyre, first of all, I want to say that I sympathize with the pain and frustration that all parties have experienced regarding the future of Jamal Wilson. I appreciate what you said about the rights and responsibilities of parents and the welfare of children. Your words today and earlier provide great food for thought. We're here this morning, however, I am here as the judge of this court to render my decision in the case of Jamal Wilson versus Alec McIntyre. I want to thank you, Mr. Dillon, Mr. Logan, for presenting clear arguments on both sides. In accordance with the stated wishes of both the plaintiff and the defendant, I hereby officially terminate the parental rights of Alec McIntyre over Jamal Wilson.
She did it.
Secondly, also according to the stated wishes, I hereby grant the petition of Tom and Livia Cudahy to adopt Jamal Wilson. I wish the best to you all. Jamal, you have suffered a great deal under the system. You're a winner now. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Cudahy, and Mr. McIntyre. I admire your courage. Good luck to you all.
Praise the Lord. Congratulations.
Little brother, give me some.
Oh.
Hi.
Does this make us sisters now?
I guess so.
You did it. You really pulled it off.
Yep.
Mwah.
I just want to tell you, I meant everything that I said. Alec? Thanks.
Thank you.
You need some help.
He's agreed to go to counseling.
Wait, you guys are gonna go with me?
We're all gonna go. Well, if there's anything that I can do, you let me know.
Thank you. Jamal.
Oh, thanks.
Alec, you did a great thing.
I'll start with me, Haley.
You really did good. I'm proud to know you.
Maria, I have tried to tell Dixie, like this morning. But she told me that her #1 priority is to have a baby. As soon as Tad is released from the hospital.
Did she actually tell you that?
If Dixie helps me, she may never get the baby that she wants so much. How can I ever ask her, Maria?
Tad, I asked you a question. Do you hate Del?
You want the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate him. I despise him. As a matter of fact, my opinion about him hasn't changed one bit. I wish we could... oh, boy, I'd love nothing more than to take his cattle wrestling banjo thing. Hang on just a second. Hello?
Tad, it's me, Jane. Big news. I talked to my source. The kidney can be yours in no time at all.
Stay tuned for One Life to Live, next here on ABC.